Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. You know, I always have. I always start my days with my dailies. You know, I wake up early, I work a little bit, you know, then I take my daughter to school. Well, actually, no, hold on. I wake up early, I make some breakfast, take my daughter to school, usually go for a walk, but today it was like, kind of like a cleaning day. Also have like a little bit of the sniffles, so like I was kind of like, not like super energetic to get down into it. Hello, Warden, welcome in. I would love to see those 3 emojis for anyone who is watching this later or who is watching this now. So 3 emojis describing how your day has been, maybe something you're just excited about. So let's see, Warden, let's see what you had to say. I was playing GD for some reason and tried out Cosmos Gauntlet levels, and it's very, very cool. Geometric Dash. You know, I've heard of that game. I've not tried it though. Is it good? I'm assuming it's good because you said it's very cool. I've seen it though. Is it on mobile by chance? Just curious. You don't like because I have seen it. I've seen people talk about it before. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. Like it doesn't look like, whoa, look crazy. No, it's not like one of those crazy games, but it does look nice and fun. And for anyone, like I said, anyone doesn't know, we're gonna continue doing this drawing of, what was the character's name again? I forgot. It was don't tell me. The character's name was Vortexer. Jim, oh, you should try out free version. Ooh, yeah, I'll try. Is it on mobile? If so, I'll definitely try it out. If it's on PC, it's kind of harder for me to play games on PC, like to sit down, you know what I'm talking about? But yes, we're gonna do Vortexer, continue working on it. We kind of blocked it out right last time. It's on mobile, perfect, even better. Here, I'll do that right now before we even do anything. I'm just gonna download that. Let's see, Vortexer, where is it? Play. I'm literally just gonna download it right now as we're talking about it. I want to see. It says Geometric Dash. Okay. Well, no, I'm gonna get the light version because I'm not gonna pay for something I don't even know if I like. Okay, there we go. I downloaded it. Hello, Atlas. Well, apparently you're in and out. It's all good. Like I said, we're going to continue doing some doodles today, right? Yeah, I'll try it out. I'll definitely try it out, Warden. I'll see. That one looks like a fun one. Like I've seen people play it. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen people mention it before. I'm like, that does look fun. No, I'm not gonna play it right now. You should screenshot it for later. Wait, the Cosmic Gauntlet? What's that one? I don't think I've heard that one. I'll just take a picture of that one. Because I also take pictures. Yeah, I'll check it out. But no, okay, so we're gonna jump in. We're gonna work on Vortexer from Terraria. This one's actually one you recommended that you were very excited about. So let's actually, I guess, start doing the doodle stage. Right now, we did what I like to call the thumbnail. Usually because like, it's kind of like the super messy, like almost like what you would draw with your hand or something. You know, I'm talking about, like with like a finger. I see this like a very messy, you just want like the positioning, what it's kind of like the pose. That's where I feel where it's going. And looking at it now that we've gone away from it for a few days, I want to change something before we actually jump into it. I'm looking at it. I want to change this arm. You know, let's do, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. And I do like it. Well, I like the pose, but I feel like this one's a little off. So let's do, I'm thinking like this, right? Yeah, I think that's a better silhouette. Your stream crashed. Really? It crashed? Hold up. Let me check. Let me see. Did it crash? Huh. It's streaming. It's on Twitch. It's on YouTube. They're both on. Oh, the portrait one. All right. It's not the first time that it does that. For me to do that, I would have to reset everything, which I'm not gonna do. You know, let me just check. That is a bummer. I do like it when it's on both. You know, I think it's nice when it's on both channels. Yeah. No, you're in the horizontal. The vertical is the one, the up and down, you know, the portrait. Think of it, portrait, landscape. So you're on landscape. Yeah, no, I know. I already downloaded it. I'll check it out later. When I have like some time, I'll be, okay, I'll download it, but I already downloaded it. So let me check. I want to look at. That is a bummer. I kind of, like I said, I like it more when it has both. But okay, sadly enough, you know, I can't do it. Just share it in the gaming section. That's the whole point of it, so you guys can share your progress. I'm like, hey, check out this achievement I got. So share it out in the Discord with other people too. You know what I'm talking about? That's like that's the whole point of that, so you can share it with other people, and you could talk to people who play these games. Because a lot of times you want to talk about, I've noticed you say stuff about like Minecraft or Roblox. I don't play those games. You know what I mean? I don't play those games, so it's like, why? I don't know like if that's cool or not. I don't know if it's like it's like, oh wow, that like maybe it's nice, maybe it's not. But with like this one, I might, like I said, I might play. It seems like one of those games like I'd play if there was like nothing going on. If I had like a few minutes, I might. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. We're doing this. That, no, actually, maybe not. About here? Yeah, I think that's a slightly better pose. There we go. Yes, that is the better pose. We're gonna jump into the doodle phase, the infamous doodle phase. Not really infamous, it's just I'm being silly. All right, let's jump in. The levels are, yeah, that's cool though. I mean, like I said, it seems like one of those games you play when you're in the bank. You know what I'm talking about? Like you're waiting in line, like the DMV at the bank, stuff like that. It's one of those games. Very like low investment. Okay, I'm gonna see, where do I want to start? Let's start here. I'm assuming you do. Or you mean like the company? No clue what company owns it though. Since like I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Never had interest. Rob Top? I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Is that like a notable developer or something? Because I'm not familiar with that one. Let's see. But what you been up to other than gaming? Like obviously you have been playing some games, and you mostly made the game. I don't know who that is. Rob Top? I have no clue who that is. Like what do they do? What is the thing? What are they famous for? You know? Are they only famous for that game? If they are, I mean, like, that's cool, but don't know it. Seeing something like that, right? I think that'd be kind of interesting. I kind of like that geometric shape. He's famous for that. Okay. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know who that Rob Top is. I like no clue. It's cool though that people can get like, you know, popular from making these games. You know, hopefully one day people will know me for Ori's. Be like, hey, you're the guy who made Ori's. I'm like, yes, I am. I made it. Like, that would be wonderful. Like, one of many people. Obviously, I'd want people to help me out as time goes on. Okay, then something like that. Right, like I said, right now we're in this doodle phase. We're just like messing around. It does seem like it. It's all good. Actually, let me see. No, it says some people are lurking. Currently, there are some people lurking. They're just not chatting. Because I do have, like I said, I have like actual friends, like IRL friends, who tend to watch, but they don't really comment. You know, a lot of them will watch later. Some of them watch while they're at work, so they cannot watch. Like they cannot like actually participate. So that's like, I don't really stress about that because like I remember once Mr. Ghost was saying, what happened if there's no one in there? I was like, I wouldn't stress about it. At least for me, I have friends who watch my stuff later a lot of the time. So a lot of times like, I feel like I'm just like hanging out, talking with my buds. That's kind of how you do this stuff. At least how I feel about streaming. Thank you. I'm glad that you're liking it. Like I said, right now we're still in the doodle phase. We're going to go over it again. Where it to look a little nicer or whatnot. I'm just like making sure the line work kind of goes. Right? If you notice, that's like what we tend to do. Especially with this. Because the first stage, you know, the first one is just like to throw down some shapes. To see like shape language, silhouette, all that stuff. No, I'm just doing like some lines. We're doodling. We're doing the doodle phase. You'll see. So we're just like after this, okay, I'm like, oh, I didn't like this line. I didn't like this. Or I do like this. You understand? Like this works well. Like this is like a more of a geometric thing or something. See, like here I'm already seeing like there's going to be some weirdness going on. Same with, I feel like this area. These are like, what were these? These are like some cubes, I think, we made. You know, they're like these kind of like little cubes that we made up for energy. Something like that, right? And then they do like some over here. Nope. There we go. And then he's gonna be, or this character. Is this character male or female? Do you actually know? Something like that. I feel like this thing, no. He's a male? Okay, I was just curious. No, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging the abdomen. The abdomen area. See what I mean though? Like we're kind of just like playing around with the lines. Because when it's all messy, sometimes it looks fine. But then when you put down the line work, it changes things. You know? So for like example, these are like really interesting looking when you actually look at them. Especially like pixel art, they look very weird. Oh, so it could be, it doesn't matter. It could be either or. That's nice. Thinking something like, we could do like add a little texturing there. These, if I remember, they have a lot of this, which I thought was interesting. It's very, like I said, it looks very Mega Man-esque, or even Dragon Ball Z. It reminds me a little bit of like the Saiyan armor, or the Frieza Force armor, not the Saiyan armor. Something like that. I'm thinking, no, maybe the outer thigh. Yeah, that one's not that bad. We could do something like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then, yeah, like this. I feel like this is like a fun concept going on right now, right? Do like this. There we go. Like this stage is usually pretty fast, right? We're just like getting the shapes down, how it feels. I'm doing like this. No, I think that might be too much. I'm like looking at, do I want the inner line? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Destiny is a fun game. I remember playing Destiny 1 and 2. Like I said, I won't stream those games because it's not really what I'm gonna do. But I definitely played them. I played them with my friends. They're very fun games. Now let's jump in over here. Yeah, I'm like looking at this guy. Yeah, I'm thinking like they're kind of like pointy-esque, right? Something like that. I kind of like, I'm getting that feel from them. Yeah, that eraser's like humongous. Yeah, let's go something like that. You know, like those games, those kind of like, you know, the shooting games, stuff like that. They're very fun when you're playing with your friends. I think for streaming, it's not fun. At least not for me. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those games I would play with my friends. But I wouldn't stream them. You know, Splatoon, yes, it has blasting and stuff, but it's very different. Something like that. No. A little bit like that. And then it's got like this thing going on here. No, I'm not liking that. Hold it. Let's go back. Let's go back. There we go. Yeah, as I looked at him, like, it looks a little off. There we go. Let's see, like, on and off. Yeah, it's like this part's a little off. I'm looking at it. We have to, like, fix this part. He's like kind of looking off to a side. There. I think that's going to be a little better. Slightly better shape, language. And then let's do this one. It's going to be like around here. But you're not going to be able to see part of it because of the blaster. Right? And then let's do something like that. It'll be like that. Yeah, about right, about there. We'll give it, like I said, we're gonna give a little more, like more to it, obviously. Right now, we're just getting it down. I'm like looking at it. Okay. All right, let's go into something like that, and he's going into these, right? Yeah, something like, I think that's not terrible. Here's now like the trigger. There you go. Right, this is going like pretty fast. Like I said, like we're just getting it down. As soon as we'll like turn it off in a little bit and see how it's looking, then we'll make the lines look a lot nicer. Like, it's only been a few minutes and we're already like flying through this stage. Right? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like this one, obviously. Redo that one. I think we could do like another, like a short one like that. So like having 3 in the middle that are longer than 2 on the sides. Wait, what happened? Why it like triggers me when I draw something like eyes and draw it good, and then the other looks like a scribble. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Where it doesn't feel even. I know what you mean. It happens. It's just practice. It is a lot of practice. You know, it is a lot of times it happens to be practice. You get used to it after a while. You get a lot better at making things look the same. Yeah, something like that. And then that one. And then let's go up here. This is like a very interesting design, right? Has like a little bulb thing, like almost like a little, like a hump or something on it. It's like, it's almost like a, like you said, like a shotgun last time, but it's not at the same time. And then this, what did I do with the other side? Some triple check. I feel like I should double it up, right? Yeah, we'll probably double it up just because like I feel like it'll help the design feel a little more mechanical. Yeah, I think that's gonna be I'm like looking at this now. He got no like forearms, right? The forearms are like tiny. I mean, it's okay. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, eh. Then let's do this one. Oh. And then this one's gonna leak over. And let's check out how that feels. I'm like looking at it. Now we gotta look at it. A lot of these parts don't look too bad. Obviously, some of these parts are a little chunky. Like, it's very chunky boy. Like, I think like perspective wise, his head is a little off too. Now I look at it, let's change that up. You see what I mean though? Like, you get to play with it a little bit. This is not like, we're not done yet. It's very much like, okay, this is still a messy version. I think something like that. We're gonna pull it back a little bit so it's not on top of each other. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a lot better. And then let's erase this one. I feel like this one's gonna change. It's gonna change a bit because of that. Sorry. Oh, wrong. Yeah, I'm looking at this one. This one's off. This one's just like off. What would the shape? Actually, no. I'm like, you know what it is? It's the part that's off is this one. Nope, not digging that. I'm like looking at it. It feels like it should be like around here, right? Oh, something like that. That feels a lot better already. That just felt like as soon as I did that, changed it drastically. And then this is the one I was talking about. Where the armor, this thing is different. Okay, we got it. Or no, this is erased. Ideally, you wouldn't want it to look like this, where it's like these are like super close to each other, almost touching. It's called tangent. A little bit. I see what you mean, where the visor looks like it's like poofy, which is okay. I don't mind that. There we go, like this. And then let's do something like that. I'm feeling. Yeah, okay, I think that's... And then we need the other one, this thing on the top. So this one is gonna be... It's about like, actually we could do like, we could fake, oh actually, kind of like that, right? No. Yeah, I think around there feels a lot nicer. Chubby face. Well, I mean, he's got a chunky head in general, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm like looking at him. Let's go into... Yeah, I think this is not bad. We could probably work from this one. You know, I think we could work from this one. Maybe the legs. I'm like looking at the legs, it might be a little. No, but like he has stubby arms. I think it's fine. I'm like looking at him. He looks okay. I kind of feel like I want to mess with his abdomen more. You know what I mean? The abs, I feel like we could mess with those a little bit more. Let's see. What can I do with the abs? Let me look up like some like robots or something. I don't know. See if I can like see other examples of robots. Oh, I see somebody, they did this. Hold up, we could do that. You know, I'm like looking at it. Someone did, like they did like this thing. Let's do, bring this down a little bit. Kind of like, maybe like make it like a belt or something. Where like it looks more like a belt, right? And then have this like a little tiny abdomen piece. Obviously all of this is like the same color-ish. Well, no, I don't like that. Oh, we could do that. I kind of like that. And then have these on the side. Like this. I bet the most robot picture are AI yeah. No, I mean like I was just like looking up like a robot, you know? Where they have like these fake what's it called? Fake abdomens. And I was like looking at examples. But yeah, they some of these do look very AI now that I look at them. I think, yeah, I'm like looking at it. No, I'm not digging this. There's like, it's like a very weird shape that I gave it. Right? It's gonna be like this. And then this is gonna be like that. Yeah, okay. Because it needs like an overlap or something. You know? Some, yes, I would say some warden, I would say like not everything, not all jobs, but a lot of jobs, yes. A lot of where you're gonna see it more as like computer stuff, programming, that kind of work, that will be replaced with AI for sure. Because AI is very good at programming. So I would say in that field, yes. Not so much art. Art is one, like things that are creativity based, not so much. You're not gonna see too much of that there. You'll see in like corporate stuff where it's like, oh, they need like, I don't know, a logo. Like stuff like that, like very like simple things, yeah, sure. But I think like actual art, like paintings and stuff like that, no. Because people like real life things made by people. Because they like the story, they don't really care about the art, if I'm being honest. They don't care about the skill level. You know? People like the spectacle of things. I gave like a little bit of like a whoosh effect to it. I was just thinking like adding it. There you go. Right? Nope, I don't like that. There we go. That's a little better. But I definitely think some jobs, yes. Not all of them, though. There we go. Yeah, okay. Well, what do you think? What's your opinion, Warden? Do you think a lot of jobs are going to be AI in the future? Why the background song? Reminds me to jungle theme. No, it's just a random, it's lo-fi jazz. You know, it's just lo-fi jazz. I don't actually I don't pick the music. I just look for random music that's copyright free and I put it on and I don't touch it. You know what I mean? I try to not to touch the music. Just because I don't want it to be like an actual thing. Then you're just like adding like little bits and bobbles or whatnot. Just as like another extra to it. Yeah, I think something like that could be nice. No, it's not copyright. It's copyright free. Copyright free music. I look for music that's not copyright. There we go. I mean, eventually I would love to have like original music. Ooh, that'd be so nice. You know, get like a permission from actual artists. Oh, that'd be so nice. This is Tama's little music shop. So people will make music on purpose as copyright free, just because they like to do it, and then people will listen to it while they're like, I don't know, doing homework and etc. We'll like add a whole bunch of like little like flourishes and stuff in here. I'm thinking we could do like something like this kind of stuff. But let's do like the actual line work first. But I would love to have like original artists saying like, hey, you could use my music. Oh, that'd be so nice. And just have to tell people like, hey, listen to this artist. That would be sick. But you got to be like pretty popular for an artist to actually care. All right, let's do that. Right? It's feeling all right. Nope. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. I feel like that's a lot better. Yeah, wait, what happened? Go to the DMs? I'll check it out in a moment. Hold up. Something like, nah, we'll play with the extra stuff later. A lot of those also will not be the same color. Like they'll be like the same color as the actual stuff. But yeah, I'll check out that in a moment. Because I know you said you wanted me to look at something in the DMs. Alright, wait, no. There we go. Probably after we're done with this hand, I'll go into the DMs. There we go. And then this one. And then the B. Yeah, I'm like looking at this. Like just for a moment, I was like looking at it. There we go. Something like that. I'm thinking it would be a little more interesting visually. Where it goes kind of like it divvies in. Then I'll do this one around here. Yeah. Thing like that. Like that. There we go. Actually, hold up. Yeah, let me remove some of these lines. Just so we could actually do, what's it called? There we go. That's what I wanted. Because I'm thinking it would be kind of like you know, like it sinks in. Do that. Hey, all right. I'm lagging this. No, I know. I said Warden when I finished this hand, I was gonna look. You know? Something like that. It just like just giving like a little flourish. No, I don't like that. Let's do like this. I'm like looking at it. That feels okay, right? Yeah, I feel like that's okay. Let's do this elbow. And we could probably do like a little mark here. No. Something like that? No. Okay, let me check the DMs because I know you're like, look at the DMs. I know. Calm down. I will check. All right, let's see what is in the DM. I'd rather you sent it in the actual Delirium Plus channel though. Use this on armor, but like make it like a bit transparent, so it's a bit. Yeah, no, I know with the text. You're saying textures. You know, but yeah, I'd rather you actually use the Delirium Plus when you send these kind of things. For like people to actually chat, you know, like use the general or something. General's fine too. I should just make like a, what's it called? The stream chat. I mean, I do have it where I post the streams eventually when we have a lot of people. I assume that would be the way to do it. Let's see. Low. Let's see. Let's continue over here. And just yeah, like I said, like it's like a very chill. Like it's funny because when there's less people, it's very chill. This is like the energy one, right? This is like the one that's gonna have like little particles on it. At least that's how I imagine it, because it looks like it's made out of energy. Actually, I think that was a little too messy. Let me mess with this one a little bit. I imagine kind of like unstable. Something like that, I think, a little digitally. What's that? What is with that? It looks cool, whatever it is. It's very interesting. Do something like that. Yeah, let's, as I'm popping it out a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking this. That's all the space emojis? Ah, okay. I was like curious. I was like, what's with that? I mean, it fits. It fits what we're doing. And then this one around here. Right? I'm like looking at it. So I'm like, no. Here, hold up. This is what we're doing. There we go. There we go. I was like looking at it. I was like, I know it was off. It was very off. Yeah, okay. We got this. Let's see, Warden. I wonder if Milky Way Galaxy and Andromeda are gonna collide or not. I mean, aren't they like passing through each other? Hello, Aaron. Welcome in. We're just continuing this very fun doodle. Oh, no, actually, hold up. I think around here, right? I want to do like something like that. Yeah, okay, that feels a lot better. You probably didn't even notice what I was doing, but it's okay. I think we'll add the lines later. I was like looking at it, I was like, this feels empty, but I was like, no, we're gonna add lines later too. So it's fine that it feels empty currently. Okay, that feels nice. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, yes, I do like that. How could nobody make the Vortex armor in real life? Maybe somebody did. Did you check? There's probably somebody who's 3D printed it. It feels like something that I bet you someone would 3D print. You know? It just feels like one of those things somebody would probably 3D print. Kind of. I mean, that looks terrible. Being honest, let's fix that. That looks really bad. There we go. Let's go with like a 5. Let's drop it down a bunch. And like right here. There we go. That looks significantly better. Right? Like kind of. It's not like perfect. I mean, we're not going for perfect. No, I don't like it. Now that I look at it, I'm just gonna do it like regular. Like I always do. Even if it's a little messy. You're back. Welcome back. You were missed. There we go. Something like that. Nope. It's funny when you do it with I probably should just do it with that. Just so it looks a little nicer. There we go. All the way, something like that. No. There we go. Erase some. I bet it's like been 100 years since I said, really? But did you see if anyone made it in real life? Because I'm like a little curious. Did someone? Because it seems like something that would be made. You know? These are moments that I kind of wish we were in 3D. I would just made some blocks. Something like that. Nothing. Nothing's been made. Let's go into that one. Yeah, like that. And then I'm assuming something like this. And then let's do another one on this side. Yeah. There we go. Nice and easy. And about here into there. No, that looks really bad. Something like that. I'll delete. Erase. There we go. Why the helmet looks like it's 3 times bigger than the armor? I mean, that's how the dude is. Right? If you look at him, okay, let's actually look at him. Now that you brought it up, let's actually do that. Just for funsies. Duplicate. And we're gonna grab the helmet. Grab the helmet. And then the rest of it we'll just delete, right? So now let's do this. How many heads is the armor? You know, like let's actually look. How many is it? Now that you brought it up. It's actually, the head is bigger than half. Right? And then mine's a lot smaller. If you look at mine, my version. So let's go into my version just for funsies. Duplicate it. Let's grab the head. Just so you can measure it out And then let's do, is it okay. Just so you can see how many heads is mine. So we got one head. Let's duplicate that. Duplicate. Two heads. Duplicate that one. Mine's a little more than 3 heads. You know, so mine's like a little more than 3 heads of height. I would say it's like maybe like 3 heads and a half if I'm being honest about it. Because you go like this, you put like, you wouldn't count the little spiky things. Well, yeah, it is. It's like he's like a chibi-esque body. He's very like Mega Man. It's very much like Mega Man proportions. You know, I mean, that's like, if you look at the body too, I made him very thick and chunky. So it's definitely, it's not like a human proportions. If that's what you were aiming for, that's not it. You know, like he doesn't have human proportions at all. Because like realistically, if you were talking about human proportions, then it's like this very different. Let's see this one. Yeah, like human proportions. If you okay, this is like, okay, I'll give you an example of what you're probably thinking of now. Because like a human will have something like closer to this, right? You want, actually not even, I think. Let's see, how many heads is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is not like a human is way taller. Hold on, I'll show you. So a human, if you want to do like an actual human, right? So you do like this. This would be a human proportion. You know? And like the legs would be like around here. That's like if you wanted to do a human, like an actual real life human, that is the proportions you're looking at. Well, it's a Terraria though. Terrarians are about 6 feet tall. I mean, this could be a 6 feet tall dude. It's a lot of perspective. You know what I'm talking about? Like if I put like a, I don't know, a dog. I put like, or like let's say a cat. Here, I'll put like a cat next to this dude. Now you have like a little bit more proportions of like how tall this guy is. You know, you see what I'm talking about? It's a lot of like perspective. Like if you saw the 40K guys, would you say they're short? You know what I'm talking about? The 40K? Those guys are just thick. If you look at them, they're like this, but they're built out like this side. 40K, you never seen 40K? But yeah, like the proportions, I'm doing them closer to chibi, so they're, this is like full chibi. This is full chibi. Mine's like slightly like stretched out. I'll find you a 40K guy. Hold up. I'm surprised you don't know what 40K is. 40K is like crazy popular. 40K. Hold up. I'll find you like a 40K Marines. You never heard of them? 40K. I'm like looking for like a generic one. There's like a bunch though. When you look, okay, this one's like a generic one. You know what I mean? Oops. I thought I selected it. One moment. Let me like copy paste this generic guy. Wait, this is the one I want. Copy image. Here, wait, you'll see. Where is it? They're not able to, hold up. Copy image. Then paste it. Okay, it's not letting me paste it. Okay, hold up. Just bear with me again. Nope, not what I want. I bet you've seen them. I'm just like looking for a generic one that lets me select it. Okay, this guy. Copy. Over here. Paste. One of these guys. Have you not seen these guys? They're like huge. Like this thing's like super crazy popular. 40K. Never heard of it. Wow, I'm surprised. Like that's like insanely popular. Like it's very old. It's older, but it's like I would say it's like equivalent to like Magic the Gathering. You know what I'm talking about? Have you heard of Magic the Gathering? I would put it like this, like similar category as that, as like well known. It's like it's been around for a long time, and people you don't know about Magic the Gathering. That's okay then. If you don't know about Magic the Gathering, then you're not gonna know this. But either way, those guys are supposed to be humongous. They're like 7-8 feet tall, and you saw he doesn't look tall because of perspective, right? You see him, and this dude's like 7 foot tall. 7 feet. But it's a lot of perspective of what you're looking at. Obviously, you see this guy. I made him like a chunky head style. I made him like a chibi. You didn't specify if you wanted it like a humanoid. You just said you wanted me to draw this guy. So I made him a little longer than he is here because I was like, okay, like you didn't specify. So I did it more my style, my own style, with one of these Vortex guys from Terraria. Probably gonna wrap it up kind of soon. Like I'm looking at the time. In a little bit, I think I will be wrapping it up though. Something like that. I feel like it's okay. Okay. I know, Aaron. I mean, like I got stuff to do too. I've been had like a busy day. Yeah, like I'm just gonna like do this side over here. Just like kind of like this. Where it's like this is like the energy thing I was talking about. These are all gonna be like, oh no. There we go. Yeah, because these are like a little energy, these are like energy wings or something. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. I'm feeling this is like pretty nice, like pretty fun. A fun character. Nope. There we go. I was like, that looks weird. Let's do the crotch area. There we go. Do like the build now. Be kind of like this. Yeah, because that's how armor works. Nope. Something like that. It's not like the best, but I think it's okay. Aaron, what can I search up on YouTube to find your channel like shorter name? Because I always forget. Why don't you just sub? Are you not subscribed? Why don't you do the notifications? Delirium Plus. Delirium Plus is the name. You could do the notifications. If you do, then you won't forget. Also, please like and subscribe to the videos and the streams and the shorts. It really helps me out. Yeah, I don't like that. I gave like a little frill, but I didn't like the frill. I think we're gonna do more like that. Yeah, I think that's like a little better. And then this one. I said, maybe make this one smaller. I'm like feeling it to be a little smaller. There we go. And Warden, you gotta color it next Thursday. Huh? You mean tomorrow? Like tomorrow I'm gonna continue it. We're gonna do it again. Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow I'll be working on it, Thursday. I don't know if we're gonna color it, we'll see. It might be next week when we finish this one. Yeah, because like tomorrow we're gonna continue it. I'm gonna, oh wait, I am subbed. I gotta turn notifications on now. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like if you keep missing it, just turn on notifications. I know YouTube is a little weird. Yeah, something like that. I'm like looking at it. It's fine. No, like exit. There. Do something like that. Nope. Well, like I'm almost done. Like for at least for today. I will continue it tomorrow. You guys were like pretty much the only ones for today, which is nice. Like I don't mind having like more like a chill, relaxed day. Your brain's not braining. Really? Oh, it's tomorrow is Friday for you. What time is it for you then? Is it like early or late? I mean, for me, it's on the later side, 7 p.m. You know, so it's like 7 p.m. for me. It's like my evening. And then let's do one of these. Do another one of those. Right? It's 2 a.m. Wow, that's late for you. What am I drawing? I'm drawing this character from Terraria. What was his name again? Oh man, I forget. Hold up. It was Vortexer. Vortexer from Terraria. Nope. There we go. Just like finishing up on these feats. Right? It's this dude, like if you're curious, it's this guy. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Tomorrow we'll continue on the blaster and the other arm, and then we'll actually do like a double pass, make it look a little nicer. Vortex or Overseer. Ah, okay. But either way, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much, Warden. Thank you so much, Aaron, for hanging out. I think you guys are the only ones who actually commented today, which is all good. I don't mind if people want to lurk, just hang out, you know. But either way, see ya next time. Goodbye.